Hello everybody, Crow back again with another pickups video. It's been 1 week since the last pickups video, but I actually had 3 of those days off. Partially because I didn't know when I was going to go to the Pinball Expo, and I wound up going there on Thursday night and Friday night. And the rest of the days I had off, I wound up going shopping and buying stuff. So, let's do this in no particular order. Recently, I actually went to Fry's and I picked this stuff up. And the reason I'm starting out with this stuff is because it includes the only non-video game related item I'm going to show off. And that is Primus has a new album out, and I didn't even know it. It actually came out last month. And the reason I found out of it, such an odd way I found out they had a new album, was that I was ripping Mystery Science Theater 3000 DVDs. And I came to the one where it was the episodes for the Master Ninja 1 and Master Ninja 2. And they had Lee Van Cleef in it. And it got me thinking, let me look up Lee Van Cleef on Wikipedia. Because I was just curious to, look at what he's been in and stuff. And sure enough, at the end of Lee Van Cleef's entry, there's trivia section. Primus wrote a song about Lee Van Cleef. I'm like, really? I have every single Primus album, and I don't know that. And then it's like, it's on their album Green Naugahyde. It's like, I never heard of that album. So I clicked on it. Sure enough, it's on this album. In fact, it's track number 8. It's called Lee Van Cleef. I have not listened to this yet. I literally just picked this up. I'm recording this on Saturday, but I'm not going to post this till Sunday, because I'm actually still posting at this moment. It's been up since I posted this. I'm posting the footage from the Pinball Expo, and I'll get to the stuff I picked up from there later. But while I was also at Fry's, my wife wanted this game, Tetris Axis, $30 3DS game, and she loves Tetris. I love Tetris. Who doesn't love Tetris? So of course we were gonna have to pick this one up. And then there were 2 games I've been. I don't know why I haven't picked these up earlier. And both these games, and one of them has a sequel out by now already. Just came out. And the other game I've heard will have a sequel, and I've heard it was a great game. So the reason I went out to Fry's is because I wanted to pick up this. Transformers War for Cybertron. I've heard it was an excellent game, especially if you love Generation 1 Transformers. And to me, those are the only Transformers that exist. So... Man, that third Transformer movie really sucked. I don't even want to think about that movie anymore. Anyway, man, I was, just to go off topic, I was with my friend, me and my friends went and saw that in the theater. And literally, I kept looking over at my friend, and I couldn't tell you how many times he did facepalm. Just, he's a big Transformers fan, and all I kept seeing him do is facepalm during that movie. I probably did that a couple times myself during the movie. Anyway. But yeah, I'm not one for buying new games anymore for some reason. I can't remember the last game I actually... you know what? It was probably Duke Nukem or something. Yeah, there's just few games that I really want to run out and buy right away now. But this was $30, and I'm like, you know what? That's a great price. And while I was thinking about it, I was like, you know what? This was another game I kind of wanted to at least see, because I haven't seen any gameplay footage or anything of this game, but I keep hearing good things about it. And don't ask me how I'm not seeing any gameplay footage for this game. But Batman Arkham Asylum, the Arkham City had just come out recently, and I'm like, you know what? I've heard this is an awesome game. Might as well buy it, and I don't mind buying the greatest hits version when it's also a Game of the Year edition, which makes me think there's some bonus content on there for extra challenge maps. And PlayStation 3 plays the Joker challenge maps, whatever that means. I don't even know how far I'll get into this game. This game I want to start playing right away. So yeah, that's what I picked up at Fry's. Wife actually stopped at Goodwill and picked up a couple titles from Goodwill from where she works. She picked up a WWF In Your House, There Goes the Neighborhood, for the PlayStation, the PS1. I don't really know too much about it, but I'm looking at the back. It almost looks like the WWF the arcade game one. You know, came out around the 94 or 95 in the arcades. I've had it. I played it on the original PlayStation, but that's what this kind of looks like to me. It doesn't look. I don't know. It looks pretty interesting. At least it's not. Doesn't look like it looks like it's sprite based. Is what I'm trying to say. That seems awesome to me. She also picked up Tecmo Super NBA Basketball, and it says $3.99, but I know backwards. I don't really know if that's what she paid or not. Let's just say it was $3.99. This was marked as $1.99. Don't think it has the manual, but you know what? Who knows? And Tecmo always makes some pretty interesting sports titles, especially 8-bit, 16-bit era with Tecmo Ball, and I wonder if they had I don't think they had a baseball one. But, you know, Tecmo, the basketball one might be the only other one. 688 Attack Sub. She picked it up because I didn't really have it. And I don't know how much, how interesting I'd be in this, actually. It's submarine simulation and, you know, those kind of ship and submarine type simulation games. It's 16-bit area. I don't know how interesting they could be. But she just picked it up. It was $2. I didn't have it. It doesn't have the manual, but you know, it's just something for the collection, I guess. And then she picked up this World Series of Poker for the PS2. $2. Oh no, it's $3. This one was $2.99. I thought this looked kind of weird because it's actually got that cardboard sleeve, and I don't know how many PS2 games actually had that. And I don't really know what the purpose of this is. I mean, seriously, why are you gonna put a slipcover over it for no reason at all? All right. I ordered something off of eBay. Got another copy of Dragon's Revenge, and this one actually works. I actually played this for a while. Actually kind of grew on me. It looks like utter crap at first, but I'm going to definitely do a crossplay on this someday in the future. Looks like utter crap at first, but man, this game kind of grows. The physics are... The ball looks like a Super Ball bouncing around, but I kind of got interested in this game. And you know, the funny thing is, and this one actually... You know, here's the thing. I bought this off of eBay. It was $3.99 and then another $3 shipping. And it came complete. And then the next, I don't know how many copies were just the cartridge only. So I kind of got lucky on that, where I got another box and another manual and a great looking cartridge. But here's the funny thing is, I didn't realize that there's Dragon's Revenge and also Dragon's Fury. So Dragon's Fury, what I thought this game was what Dragon's Fury is, which is a port to the Genesis of Devil's Crush. And this is kind of a sequel to Dragon's Fury, which almost has... This game has almost no connection to it's kind of like a cousin to Devil's Crush, if you think about it that way. Kind of... Yeah. And, you know, I have to thank the show that... channel on YouTube that Intellivision dude pointed me out to, called Mr. GameSack. I'm definitely going to put the link to that channel in the description box. That channel is awesome. It's I have to thank Intellivision dude for pointing me out to it. The series is hilarious. You got the one guy who's he's kind of Nintendo biased, and then you have the other guy who's Sega biased, and they do these episodes. And it's just hilarious watching these guys humor each other, kind of. It's kind of hilarious. You can tell it's all scripted, but man, it's a funny show. So watch it, okay? They only have like 500 plus subscribers, and I don't understand why. So I'm plugging them there. Next thing, on Wednesday, we really didn't have anything to do, and we wound up going to VideoGames Etc. Didn't really buy much, but what I got was pretty interesting. Only 3 games we bought there. My wife actually wanted this one, and it's Short Order / Eggsplode for the NES. It was $4, but it's a power pad game. We have a power pad, and we didn't have this one, so I just picked it up. Next two games, I was like hemming and hawing over whether or not I wanted to get them, and I was like, you know what, I might as well just get them, because what are the odds I'm going to see these games again in the condition that they're in. The first one is Fight for Life on the Jaguar, which is a game I was almost under the impression was never released on the Jaguar, but you know, looking it up online, I was proven wrong. This has everything in the box. You know, the cartridge, the manual. I think it's got the cardboard thing in there and everything. Kind of was like balking at it because of the $24.99 price on it, but it actually sells for a little bit more on eBay with just the cartridge only. So I was kind of glad I picked this up. One of the reasons, this is just a pure collector's thing for me to pick up. This is a horrible, horrible, horrible fighting game from what I understand. I still have yet to play it. But man, I love my horrible, horrible, horrible games, don't I? And next, talking about horrible games, this was another one. I thought that was an obscure title. I think you may have only heard of this title if you watch the Spoonie Experiment, and that is Highlander: Last of the McClouds on the Jaguar CD, even more obscure. And I was like, holy crap. This is actually the first Jaguar CD game I have complete in box. All the rest of them I have are disc only. That was one of the reasons I picked this up. I've got the box, and then, just to open this up a bit, I like how they put them in these little bags. You have the box, and then what you see second most common is the game kind of just like this in the case. So yeah, a lot of Jaguar games you might see like in this format. You may think that's complete. Like sometimes you'll see 3DO games like that, and sometimes you'll see TurboGrafx games like that, the chip games. Not realizing that there's an outer box that goes around them as well. Like with the TurboGrafx game, you have the really thin boxes that the CD cases slide into, and with the 3DO boxes, you have the really, really, really tall boxes. And I guess that Jaguar CD games are the same. So yeah, I was like, I almost walked out of there not buying anything. I was like, you know what are the freaking odds I'm gonna see this again? And I just bought it. So, let's put that back in the baggie for no reason at all, because I'll probably be unwrapping that later again. Last thing, okay, Pinball Expo. I put up a video showing, 25-minute video, just walking around the pinball. So you've seen these booths around. I was there 2 days. The first day I bought two things. I bought this. This was the first thing that caught my eye. And that these are a bunch of plastic pieces from... they're like plastic extra goodies from the game Funhouse, the Pinball Machine Funhouse. I paid $20 for these three. The reason I purchased them is because my wife Funhouse is her favorite pinball machine. And we are so far off from actually buying a Funhouse pinball machine, so I thought that getting these were good. These actually don't go on the machine anywhere, I think, or maybe they do, but I'm pretty sure they don't. But what they do is when you actually buy a pinball machine brand new, they have these sheets that they cut. They have all these designs, that they go in the pinball machines, and they have extra. Parts of the plastic left over, and they kind of just cut out these things as extras, and they just give them to you inside the machine as well. So here we've got a hand that shows that the Funhouse is that way, and then we've got the bag self-sealed already, kind of a little chip, kind of like a keychain kind of thing of Rudy's head, and then we've got a big Rudy's head. It says Funhouse. I don't know if you can make it out under here. It says the game is watching you. And if you haven't seen Funhouse, look it up on YouTube. It's an interesting game. If you have the off, you have the Williams Collection, Pinball Hall of Fame. You'll know what I'm talking about. That is a table on there as well. Second thing I bought was this DVD, Pinball 101. Looked like a really interesting DVD, and I saw a trailer for it online, but I never bought it online because of the price. I've always seen it for going for at least $20 plus, and then on top of shipping. Well, I paid $20 for this and didn't have to get shipping, so looked like a really interesting DVD about methods to control the ball and stuff. And it says there's pinball musicals, skills and thrills, ball cam, mad scientists, and amazing air balls. So I don't know what that is all about, but when I watch this, I will find out. Lastly, actually, as they were closing up the exhibit area on Thursday, I was leaving and something caught my eye, and I was like, holy crap, why didn't I see this earlier? And, well, I could tell you why. It was dark. That's why I didn't see it earlier. But when they were shoving people out the door, it was all lit up, and I saw it hanging on the wall. I was like, I have to buy that first thing tomorrow. So, actually, I bought two of them. And what they are translights. And if you don't know what translight is, it's the it's a thing that has the image of the graphic of theme of the pinball machine that goes on the headboard, and usually lights up behind it, just kind of highlighting different things, whatnot. So I bought two of those, and the first one I bought, and these were $15 each. The first one I bought was this one. It's from Super Mario Brothers Pinball Machine. And I bought it because my wife is into Mario and stuff. I thought it was a really cool one where you got Bowser and the kids. From a video game standpoint as well, it's an awesome translight. It mixes the video game world and pinball world together just fine. So I picked that one up. And then second one I got, similar theme. It's the Super Mario Brothers Mushroom World pinball machine. It's got like Bowser and his 7 kids, around there. I think both these pinball machines were mini pinball machines. I could be wrong about that. But yeah, I was not going to pass these up when I saw it. I almost nearly bought the one for the Street Fighter pinball machine too. But then I was like, I might as well not spend any more money. So look how long I made this video. I just kept talking forever now, didn't I? So, sorry for wasting your time. No, I'm kidding. I'm sure I didn't waste your time. I'm sure you're all generally enthused about watching this, and I better just shut up now. See y'all next time. Bye.
I'll be over like a guided missile.
Only bigger and dumber.